Right. Good afternoon. Today's discussion is going to be SB424, a new bill that's going through Congress right now. This is Dale with the Snyder Group.
I'm Erin Camp with the Snyder Group.
All right, fantastic. So, before we get started, I just want to say that, there's a lot of bait and switch in our market. There's a lot of billboards, commercials where these new bills and laws and changes are getting exploited by real estate professionals and attorneys to try to get you to reach out to them just to bait and switch on you to get some business. So the whole purpose of this video is just to give you a pulse on what's coming, some of the potential benefits of it, and what you may or may not qualify, how you may or may not qualify for it right out of the gate, so you know if you need to be reaching out to anybody to consult you in regards to this potential bill. All right, Erin has some good information about this. Let's jump right in. So
Sure.
Go over it if you would, please.
The nice part about our legislation is in session right now, meeting, and there's a lot of different bills that they're going on. One is Senate Bill 424.
Okay.
The plus side to Senate Bill 424 is going to be that if it passes, it basically forces the bank's hand to come to you as a homeowner and allow you the opportunity to basically purchase your home for the amount that they would sell it at auction. Now, there's a couple loopholes to this.
Okay, so if it were to foreclose,
Correct.
Right, when you mean at auction.
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly. So if you've been missing your payments, if you get into a situation where you ultimately have a foreclosure going on, the bank has to come to you and say, we're going to sell your house at X. You now have the first right to purchase that property from us.
Okay, got it.
Now, where it's going to be very beneficial is to our owner occupants. Those are the people who are still living in their home. It's their primary residence. You haven't refied. Those are the people who can actually apply for this. If you're an investor, unfortunately, this isn't going to apply. If it was a home that you bought, lived in, and have moved out, again, you're still going to be disqualified for being able to do this.
Okay, got it. So in summary, it's got to be a primary residence. You have to be occupying the property. It has to be a residential property. And anything else?
It will go into effect the 1st of July this year. What we don't know and what we're waiting to find out is if it's going to be retroactive.
Okay.
Much like our last session of legislation, many of the bills that were passed are great bills, but it's moving forward. It's not going to be able to apply to anybody who's already gone under contract, because now we start getting into contract law, and that's a whole nother mess.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So, just going off my intuition here, I don't want to be negative Nelly about it here, but I really don't see this passing.
It makes it a little bit nervous. I mean, not to ever sound like I'm on the side of a bank by any means, but could you imagine wanting to give a loan to somebody where simply the owner can say, you know what, I decided I don't want to make my payments anymore, and sorry, Mr. Bank, but you can't do anything about it. And oh, by the way, instead of being able to take my property like I agreed to in writing, I'm just going to sit and wait for you to foreclose and then buy it at a less price.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and here's a couple things I think are important to note with this. One, prices have gone up drastically, so there's less people underwater, so there's going to be less people that are even going to be eligible for doing this or interested in doing it. But imagine if this were to pass, and now all of a sudden everybody that's upside down in their home now can wait for their home to foreclose and then go buy it at auction. But here's the other caveat with it. One, what's the bank going to ask for it? When it goes to auction, as you stated, and then are you going to have the cash to be able to buy it? Because keep in mind, if you're going to buy this, unless I'm misunderstanding this, you're going to have to pay cash for it, right? Or you're not going to be able to get a loan.
Correct.
And which lender is going to want to give you a loan to rebuy your home that you're foreclosing on? So you couldn't even get a loan anyway, right?
It's going to have to be cash. It will literally be no different than going down to the auction right now. They're just coming to you first saying, this is how much we're going to request for it. If you have the cash, then you have first right of refusal.
Insane. So, hopefully for you homeowners that are watching this that, want to keep your home and, hopefully this passes and this will help you out. But the reality of it is, if it seems too good to be true, it usually is, right? So if you're watching, commercials, you see some billboards or other videos about how this is going to benefit you. We hope this video has brought some clarity on it, because there is a lot of bait and switch in our market, so consumer beware. So anything else in regards to this?
I think that covers it for us for today.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Well, as updates come with this bill, we'll be sure to update you. If you like the video, be sure to share it or make some comments below. Once again, this is Dale with the Snyder Group, Keller Williams Realty here in Las Vegas, Nevada, talking about SB 424.
Have a great day.